Coming up on Coastline News, find out why the Salvation Army is suffering this holiday season.
And hear how the Cabrillo National Monument recently celebrated their 100th birthday.
Good evening, Point Loma, and welcome to Coastline News. I'm Nikki Olguin.
And I'm Katie Seals.
The Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle campaign raises money for those in need during the holidays. Coastline reporter Greta Wall has why this year's donation season is under pressure.
The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign is in full swing for the 2013 holiday season. Volunteers have been ringing their bells since Black Friday to raise money for those in need and will continue until the campaign ends on Christmas Day.
They help out people that are in need. They help out families that are in need with clothing, shelter, food, toys during the holidays.
But this year's donation season is facing some troubles. The San Diego Salvation Army reported to NBC San Diego that donations are currently about half what they were around this time last year. The organization is offering unique opportunities to volunteer this holiday season, including the ability to start your own online Red Kettle if you are unable to physically volunteer. Those who donate either online or in person are doing their part to help the Salvation Army continue their mission to help families in need have an extra special holiday season.
The Salvation Army uses the donations from their Red Kettle campaign to help those in need all over the country. They're under some pressure this year to get that done pretty quickly because their donation season has been shortened by about a week after the Thanksgiving holiday came so late in November.
The Salvation Army aims to raise $3 million nationwide from this year's Red Kettle campaign. Celebrities like Selena Gomez and Austin Mahone have joined forces with the organization by starting online kettles of their own for fans to donate. San Diego's donations stay local, helping families in need make it through this holiday season. Greta Wall, Coastline News.
Police officers are putting down handcuffs and picking up Santa hats to give local students a little more cheer. Over 300 third graders were taken to SeaWorld and paired with a local law enforcement officer to explore with on Saturday. After watching a private animal show, the kids were chauffeured to Target and given $100 to spend on gifts for their family members. The 20th Shop with a Cop event aimed to give kids a happy holiday as well as show them the fun side of police officers.
Theft is something that can ruin anyone's Christmas. Coastline's Katie Seals tells us how to avoid being a victim this holiday season.
Fashion Valley Mall is brimming with holiday shoppers and their expensive purchases. Property theft crime rates rose by almost 8% during last year's holiday shopping season, and the most common target was unattended vehicles.
We always see a little bit of an uptick in property theft and crimes against vehicles right around the holidays because everybody knows people are spending a lot of money and they're taking a lot of chances and they're leaving stuff unattended or in cars. And criminals being opportunistic, they notice that this is a high yield environment.
He knows if you've been bad or good, and no, I don't mean good old St. Nick. Behind me is the San Diego Police Department's watchtower at Fashion Valley Mall. The watchtowers are equipped with cameras, and officers can actually sit inside the platforms to keep watch over the parking lot.
You'll see them usually at the zoo, wild animal park, some places like that, places where people gather in large numbers, the San Diego Chargers games, occasionally at Petco Park, and we'll move them around the city based on where our crowds are.
Officer Zweibel also says to be aware, prepare before you go shopping, and take things out of visible sight in your car, and that your eyes and your brain are your best weapons against becoming a victim this holiday season. Katie Seals reporting for Coastline News.
San Diego Gas and Electric is asking customers to conserve energy use in order to save on natural gas. There is currently no threat of shortage, but customers should still be cautious. Natural gas not only supplies residential heaters, but many power plants that produce electricity are fired gassed. SDG&E suggests lowering the thermostat by 3 to 5 degrees and limiting the use of non-essential electric and gas appliances. They also encourage turning down and insulating the water heater.
After having to cancel their centennial celebration due to the government shutdown, the Cabrillo National Monument celebrated over the weekend. Reporter Samantha Watkins has how guests shared the history behind the years.
The Cabrillo National Monument is successful with celebrating their 100th annual year anniversary. Cabrillo was first founded by Juan Cabrillo in the mid-1500s.
We've been preparing for this event for at least a year and a half, and we really wanted to celebrate, bring things out to celebrate and showcase the park and all of our resources. 100 years as a national park doesn't come around every day.
For the celebration, the lighthouse was open and tours were given, letting visitors climb to the top level, taking in the spectacular view.
I'm here at the 100th centennial celebration of the Cabrillo National Monument, and it has been a successful turnout. Despite the cold weather conditions, people are enjoying all that it has to offer.
The bunk yards were open, letting visitors experience the military environment. Some traveled from afar just to visit.
I've heard about the spectacular views of the downtown area from here, as well as Rosecrans Cemetery and the monument here. So we're out here to visit it for the first time.
The 100th year anniversary was scheduled several weeks ago, but with the government shutdown, it was rescheduled. The celebration drew more people to the National Monument, showing more than just the view that it has to offer. Samantha Watkins, Coastline News.
The holidays in San Diego are full of unique celebrations. We'll tell you how San Diego Bay showed their holiday spirit this year.
And if you're still looking for that perfect Christmas tree, consumer reporter Marissa Hornaday will tell you what to keep in mind while shopping.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Parents sure have their hands full, and they could use an extra hand. Now, every state offers free or low-cost health insurance for your sports hero or budding artist. Kids up to age 19 can get checkups, doctor and dentist visits, hospital care, prescriptions, and more. Your child may qualify based on your family size and income. It's one less thing to worry about. Call or go online for more information.
Disneyland isn't the only place you can catch the electric parade. Reporter Nikki Holguin tells us how the city of San Diego puts on its annual Parade of Lights.
As the sun sets and the temperatures drop, the Broadway Pier prepares for San Diego's annual Parade of Lights. The pier hosted a pre-party before with free food, games for the kids, and live entertainment, giving a little something for everyone.
42 years right here on San Diego Bay. Not only is it the tradition and bringing families together and down here on the waterfront, but it's actually bringing people to the waterfront that can support a lot of the businesses here on the bayfront. The restaurants, the hotels, they're all sold out tonight.
The Broadway Pier is one of 8 prime viewing spots to watch the decorated boats make their way through their designated route. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here at the Broadway Pier, one of San Diego's many places you can watch the Parade of Lights. And despite the freezing cold, people have gathered to still come and watch. Tugboats, sailboats, yachts, and more are adorned from top to bottom. Skippers of the boats wave to the cheering crowd, some even with a hype crew on board. The parade is full of Christmas sparkle and surprises. And while some are new to the decorating tradition, others are known as parade veterans.
It is a part of Christmas tradition for the Port of San Diego. It's been going on for many, many years, over 20 years, I believe. And once again, it's something for a whole family to do in a low cost, and instead of having the kids in front of the TV or a video game, this is a great place to be.
Nikki Olguin, Coastline News.
The public transportation at Balboa Park has gone through a makeover. The new green trams have twice the seating capacity as the old red ones, holding up to 72 passengers at a time. An added feature is video screens on each tram that display information about the shuttle system and park attractions. They are also better equipped to accommodate passengers in wheelchairs. The tram makes 4 stops around the park and operates every day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
You know what? It's just the holiday season. We just saw the Parade of Lights, and there's just so much going on. Yes. And I love the Christmas season. And what better way to just do the Christmas season than with a tree? Our anchor, Marissa Hornay, will have that for us.
I'm here at the Pinery Christmas Tree Lot at Mission Valley, and there are a ton of experts here who know all about Christmas trees. Here are some steps that you can follow when choosing the tree for your home. Firs, pines, cedars, spruces, flocked or unflocked. There are so many options to choose from when buying a Christmas tree, and if you don't want a Charlie Brown tree, there are a few steps you can follow to find one that will last the whole holiday season. But before heading out in the cold to do your tree shopping, measure the space it is going to be in to ensure that it will fit perfectly.
It depends on the size of your ceiling. You always want to make sure that it's not too tall, because if it's too tall then you got to prune it or cut it, and usually most people don't have saws or pruners at home.
The best time to buy your tree is during the first week of December, since they last about 4 weeks. Feel the leaves and be sure that they are soft and flexible. To make it easier for the tree to absorb water, have about an inch cut off the base, but not too much if you want it to be tall enough for presents to fit underneath. Noble firs are usually the most popular trees because their leaves are broad and sturdy and don't fall off as easily as others. But no matter the type, size, or color, if you follow these simple steps, you're sure to drive away with the perfect tree for your home. This noble fir here is a beautiful Christmas tree. It's beautifully green, its leaves are healthy and full of water, and it just smells like Christmas. Reporting live from the Pinery Christmas Tree Lot at Mission Valley, I'm Marissa Hornaday.
San Diego may not be a winter wonderland, but Balboa Park makes Christmas come to life. Reporter Amy Sears shows us how December nights makes this holiday season a little brighter.
Amidst the busyness that Christmas time brings, Balboa Park's free festival, December Nights, gave San Diegans a holiday from their pre-holiday stress. Before long, the lights, sights, and heights shifted everyone's attention off their to-do list and on to fun.
I think people are just in the holiday spirit during Christmas time. They're excited, they want to be out and meeting people, and the shopping, and they're running around, and it's just nice to do something to lighten that up a little bit and just enjoy the holiday and not be so stressed out.
These performers and vendors embraced the Christmas spirit, and one Indian food stand even gave out free food.
Here at December Nights, everyone's excited for Christmas. The booths and displays like this tree with decorations from Spain show how countries all over the world are celebrating this holiday season.
International food, crafts, and carolers lined the road, but no matter who you were, there was something magical for everyone.
One year I was working at the front door and a little boy came in and looked around and said, "Did Santa do all of this?" So those are the moments that make it really worthwhile to put in all the time it takes to organize this.
December Nights is a big event, but it brings out the little joys of life, and that is what makes it extraordinary. Amy Sear, Coastline News.
I love December Nights. That was so much fun. I got a chance to go last weekend. It was so pretty. I loved being out there. But you know what? It was so cold. I had like 3 layers on and I was still freezing.
Yeah, we really got a taste of a bit of winter weather this weekend in San Diego, which is rare.
We did. It was so cold. But more on the weather, Nicole.
I know you ladies are so right. Some people across San Diego woke up with raindrops all over their windshield this morning and others didn't. But I'm going to tell you in a minute if that cold weather is going to stay or if it's going to go. Let's take a look right now at what outside looks like at our current conditions right here in San Diego. Temperature tonight is 60 degrees outside. The wind is northeast at 3 miles per hour. Your humidity is pretty decent, 71%, and your dew point is at 50 degrees. Right now it's 60, but I'm going to tell you how cold it's going to get tonight. Let's take a look at our map. All right, 27 over in Julian. That's really cold, but Ramona, you're just as cold, and you are over at the freezing point at 32. El Cajon, you're a little higher up at 39. San Diego, closer to the coast, 50. Escondido, you drop down to 38, and you're similar, Fallbrook, at 39. As you can tell, as you move away from the coast and more inland, temperatures actually start to decrease at this time of year. I know everybody thinks it's colder over by the ocean, by that breeze, but it's actually a lot colder at this time of year inland. Let's take a look at tomorrow during the day and see how hot or how cold it's going to be. Julian, you're at 50, Ramona 63, and in this triangle of Escondido, San Diego, and El Cajon, there it's 64 degrees. Fallbrook, you're similar, 63. Temecula up in North County, 65, and Irvine over by the coast, 65. So let's move on over to our 5-day forecast. All righty. Friday, tomorrow, it is 64 high, 48 low, 72 high, 50 low for Saturday. And for the next few days, temperatures are actually going to be increasing. But as the dreaded finals week comes, the icy chill sets in and temperatures decrease once you hit Monday and Tuesday. It goes from 74 to 72, and your lows are at 54 at night. And let's take a look also at our Sunset Cliffs surf report for you surfers. Your wave height out there is 2 to 3 feet for tomorrow. Your wind northwest at 5 miles per hour. Your low tide will occur at 1:13 p.m. and your high tide at just about 6 a.m. So, you know, wear a wetsuit if you are going to venture out there, but the conditions are pretty poor to fair. But yeah, that's all the weather I have for you guys. So at this time of year, this weekend, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 70s and Christmas trees. I know it's crazy, but that's San Diego. So consider that bright forecast my gift to you, Point Loma. And that's all the weather I have. Back to you guys at the desk. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Good to know. The holidays aren't only about the people this year. Hear how San Diegans celebrated the furry members of their families over the weekend.
And many different organizations in San Diego are offering the opportunity to spread joy this Christmas. Learn how you can participate with the Rock Church this year.
Where do you think you're going?
Is your body holding you back?
I want to go running. Not with that knee, you're not. I'm fine. Negative.
Your bones and joints can say no at any age.
With that shoulder, you're going to pick up that track. Really?
Keeping you from working, playing, or just plain moving.
Let's not pick her up. What do you say?
Yet a lot of people who live with pain fight back.
Use your head. Save your back. My bride, my rules.
And regain their lives.
You gotta be kidding me.
Whoa. I'm going running. I'm going running.
I got to see this. Come on, pick it up.
Fight for your mobility. Find your own inspiration at anationinmotion.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Come on. I'll take it from here.
Gaslamp's annual pet parade was one to remember this year as pet owners took their animals downtown dressed in their festive outfits. Coastline reporter Marissa Chamberlain shows how furry friends got into the holiday spirit.
San Diego's furriest festive parade returned to downtown as the 7th annual Gaslamp Holiday Pet Parade, presented by Downtown Ace Hardware, took over the streets of the Gaslamp Quarter on Sunday. All pet owners and their furry, feathered, and scaled companions were invited to wear their favorite costumes and put their best paw, wing, and fin forward for this jolly promenade and pet expo. Santa even showed up to bring some holiday cheer.
Santa loves dogs as much as he loves little kids, so he likes to come out here and spread the wealth with all the dogs and see all the happiness going around the world nowadays. We can't get enough happiness. Ho, 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 ho.
The pet parade started and ended at the Hilton Gaslamp Park, with the parade route continuing under the iconic Gaslamp Quarter Archway and through the historic streets of the district, as festively attired critters compete for bragging rights and prizes in various contest categories.
There's pets everywhere you look, all dressed up in their most festive attire, from Santas to reindeers like little Lucy here, and even a couple of Grinches. The booths offer everything that you need to buy your pet an accessory this holiday season, as well as a pet photographer for the fussy ones who need a little more help. And you can even adopt your own at the Humane Society's pet adoption table.
Following the parade, pets and owners hung out at the Pet Expo to pick up their goodie bag filled with keepsakes, samples, toys, and special discounts to some of the Gaslamp Quarter's pet-friendly restaurants and shops. Entries to participate in next year's pet parade will open in July 2014. Marissa Chamberlain, Coastline News.
And the women's volleyball team got an early Christmas present this year. Kaylin is up next with sports.
Indeed, they did get an early Christmas present because congratulations are in order for the Point Loma women's volleyball team who earned the title of the NCCAA National Championships after taking down Azusa Pacific in 4 sets. PLNU won a perfect 6-0 at the national championship, dropping only 2 sets in the process. Setter Savannah Wiedemeyer took home the title of the 2013 NCCAA Player of the Year after dishing out 53 assists, 3 kills, and 7 digs. Senior middle blocker Alyssa Dwyer was named the MVP of the championships, adding a total of 91 kills and 17 blocks throughout the tournament. The women finished the season overall at 30-7, and undoubtedly it will be a season to remember. However, the PLNU women's soccer season came to an early end in the NCCAA semifinals in Florida. The Sea Lions unfortunately fell to a 2-0 loss against rival Azusa Pacific after taking down the Cougars twice in their previous 4 matches throughout the season. Despite the loss, head coach Tim Hall said that the season was one that his girls should be very proud of. Both men and women's basketball teams hit the road this week, and both teams dropped 2 out of their 3 games. The women lost to both Holy Names University and Academy of Art, but sealed a 78-46 win over Dominican University, led by senior Callie Rhodes, who finished the night with 30 points. The men's team suffered a heartbreaking 61-63 loss against Academy of Art and another close 62-68 loss against Dominican. The men did pick up 2 wins against Holy Names University and against St. Catherine's, led by senior Merritt Clausen and Hayden Lesko. Both teams will travel to Utah this weekend to face off against Dixie State. And in the world of professional sports, the biggest story of the week was Kobe Bryant's return to the court Sunday against the Toronto Raptors. Bryant suffered what could have been a career-ending Achilles tear nearly 8 months ago, yet his return was long awaited by both teammates and fans. Despite all the hype, Bryant's performance was anything but mediocre at best, finishing the night with only 9 points and 4 assists and a horrific 8 turnovers. However, his performance Tuesday against the Phoenix Suns was more Kobe-esque. Bryant put up 20 points and was perfect 8 for 8 from the line. Yet the Lakers fell to a 108-114 loss against the Suns. With a 10-11 record, the Lakers dipped to 12th in the Western Conference, and many people are left to wonder, will Kobe's comeback lead to a more successful season? That's all I have for you guys in sports. I'll send it back to the desk.
That's all we have for you on our very last Coastline news of the semester. I'm Nikki Olguin.
Join us again in the spring for all the latest news. I'm Katie Seals.